Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Mammoth Squaddie, retailing for a price of $1,130,000, ladies and gentlemen. And what do we think of it? Well, let's be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like somebody's parked a brick wall on top of another brick wall and then painted it the colour boring, doesn't it now? Okay, well, be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it on out, and this is the unmodified version, and we're going to see how the blighter handles, don't you know? Now, I mean, Mr. Raccoon, don't you know? Regular viewers may be well aware of Mr. Raccoon and his antics, you know. Whoops, that days is Mr. Raccoon, watch how you go, old boy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these are his own Mammoth Squaddie to join us. Okay, handling, ladies and gentlemen, not too good, very sluggish, high centre of gravity, you know, not the best, very slow and wallowy. Top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a look down these hills here, and yes, rather underwhelming, ladies and gentlemen, not particularly good. Like I say, handling, absolutely shocking. Acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a look at that once again, and as you can see, yes, I mean, it simply doesn't have any, you know, stability, as you can see, yes, not too good whatsoever. Okay, so that's pretty much nothing across the board, ladies and gentlemen. Acceleration, no. Top speed, no. Handling, no. Stability, not a sausage, you know. Absolutely shocking, to be quite frank with you. Okay, well, we're coming to this bottom left corner, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get around here. Okay, there we go. And managing to get around in the widest turning circle you imaginable, you know. And that's pretty much it. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring it back to the Maze Bank offices. We're going to take it on inside. We're going to have it modified, don't you know? Okay, of course, we're going to have to, there we go, we're going to park up right here. Okay, and we're going to send it on inside, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so then this is the Mammoth Squaddie, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking it on into the custom auto shop. Now, for the purposes of this video, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going through this section of the video at double speed, don't you know? Just in order to hurry things along somewhat, but to still provide one with the opportunity to have a look at the aesthetic modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, you know. Sure, you should then choose to go ahead and purchase it, and I can't imagine why on earth you would. It really is a pile of raspberries, don't you know? But what can one say about it? Like I say, underperforms across the board, ladies and gentlemen. It looks absolutely hideous, but it has got rather a lot of modifications, so there we go. Rockstar gave us something, at least, I suppose. And like I said, we'll be here for some time, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. We've gone ahead and cut out the performance upgrades, you know, but there are, like I say, rather a lot of these different modifications that one can personalize the vehicle with, and so yes, we are going to be here for some time, regrettably. Okay then, so it's $1.1 million, ladies and gentlemen. It's an SUV, not an off-road vehicle. We will be testing it as an off-road vehicle because clearly it's an army style Hummer now, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? So one would assume that it would have to be, have at least some capabilities. Okay, and we've got some liveries, some lovely liveries there. Okay, and we're going to send it all out there, ladies and gentlemen. We have fully upgraded it across the board, and we're going to send it back out onto the street and say, see how she handles now. She has been upgraded. Okay, we got Mr. Raccoon with us once again, and we have to run over a policeman as we set off. And acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, up this hill, as you can see, it has been upgraded in terms of performance as well as aesthetics, and not much improvement. Handling, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's the turning circle, ladies and gentlemen, is extremely wide. It's a very heavy car to steer. It's very wallowy and sluggish. So yes, handling, no, not very good. Top end speed, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's it's absolutely atrocious. Let's be perfectly frank. It's not really going to be fast. Yeah, there we go, another example of how bad the turning circle is there. Okay, so there we go. You know, I mean, it is absolutely appalling, really. And the acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, looking at it once again. I mean, it just takes forever to get up to its top speed, which, you know, its top speed is sort of like riding on the shell of a giant tortoise as it slowly slides backwards down the side of a hill, ladies and gentlemen. That's about all I can say for it. It is absolutely sort of mind-numbingly boring, you know. It is just very slow, ladies and gentlemen, very slow. Okay, well, never mind. We brought it on back on this top speed test track, ladies and gentlemen, and we brought it up back to Maze Bank offices, and now we're going to test out some of the off-road capabilities. And first attempt, not too good, let's be perfectly frank. We have got some inclines over here. Let's give this a go. And okay, we got up there, no problem whatsoever. We've got a little bit of rocky ground up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try this, and yes, I'm afraid it is somewhat of an epic fail for the Mammoth Squaddie there. Not too good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, on the good side, on the plus side, ladies and gentlemen, one can ride up the river if one's so inclined, you know, if one so chooses. I can't imagine one would, but well, there we go. You hit a slight rock, and once again, stability just sends it all over the shop. And we have been been trying out, ladies and gentlemen, different sort of cliff bases to see what its off-road capabilities are, and yes, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, not too good, really, not too good at all. Not what one would expect. I was trying to say, you know. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're a little bit of a less incline there, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little less degree of slide here, and we can get up there, no problem. And when we get on to something a little bit tougher like this, I think we can still sort of handle it, you know, with a bit of thrust, ladies and gentlemen. We can sort of get up there. But generally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, it underperforms, you know, it underperforms in terms of off-road abilities as well. Okay, so we can get up there, like I say, but one is struggling. You know, one would expect an off-road vehicle to be able to sort of leap up here, no problem whatsoever. And the Mammoth Squaddie certainly struggles, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, okay, have a look at this. God knows why I get this. We sort of proved the point already, I think. But yes, there we go. Something very, very steep, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't stand a sorry chance. Okay, well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen. We're now going to take it on up to a top speed. No, we're not going to take it up to the top speed test track. There's no point whatsoever. We're going to take it on up to sandy shores, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to put it up against a few other sort of vehicles in a similar class. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have too many vehicles in this sort of class, ladies and gentlemen, in the SUV or the off-road class. So what limited ones I have, we're going to pull out. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so first off, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sand King. Now, this can be pulled off the street in a number of places around the map, don't you know? This particular vehicle has been fully upgraded across the board in terms of aesthetic stylings and modifications, don't you know? So it's about as good as the Sand King is ever going to be. And be that as it may, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Mammoth Squaddie is going to best it. Now, admittedly, ladies and gentlemen, I think a rather shocking corner there, but we can assure you that we've run these tests a couple of times, and yes, every time, ladies and gentlemen, the Mammoth Squaddie is going to take down the Sand King there. Okay, so one for the Mammoth Squaddie there. Right, and we're going to bring it on now to the Anis Helion, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sort of 4x4 vehicle, don't you know? It's sort of I don't know if it's not particularly great off-road, although I don't know if it's supposed to be one or not. I do believe it's supposed to be. Mr. Raccoon is driving it there, isn't he? He's going to put a flare on top of it just to mock us and gird us as he disappears into the distance. And I should perhaps point out all of the other vehicles are in fact being driven by Mr. Raccoon. His name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, you should be able to go and find him. But why don't you go and do that? He's got some rather good videos on there, don't you know? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So the Anis Helion absolutely demolishing the Mammoth Squaddie around the track, and that's not particularly good now, I'm sure you'll agree. Okay, so it is really, really very slow. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out what the hell's this? The Insurgent pickup, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heavily armored vehicle, you know, it's a sort of a military-style vehicle. One could consider of a similar-ish ilk to perhaps the Mammoth Squaddie, except, of course, the Mammoth Squaddie is not armored whatsoever, and in fact, the heavily armored vehicle is going to beat the unarmored Mammoth Squaddie around the track, and that makes no sense whatsoever. But to be honest, we're not going to complain about it because we do like the Insurgent pickup. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So here's another one in the gutter, I'm afraid, for the Mammoth Squaddie there, and not doing too well at all. And we decide we're going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. The simple truth is there's not much it's going to be able to beat around the track, and so we're going to bring out the Pegassi Zentoro, or Big Daddy Z, as Mr. Raccoon likes to refer to this particular vehicle as. And the Pegassi Zentoro, ladies and gentlemen, very, very fine supercar. If you don't own it, I would highly recommend you go and purchase it. For the money, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Raccoon and I are of the opinion it is actually the best car on the game for the money, so to speak. You know, $725,000, ladies and gentlemen, buys you or nets you a car. You know, there's going to be sort of $2.5 million supercars around the track. So yes, you spend under $1 million, about under $750,000, ladies and gentlemen, and you can best some very high rollers out there. So Pegassi Zentoro, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't own one, go and get one. Okay, well, we're going to bring it on to the final masquerade, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Garotti Itali RSX. Now, this is the vehicle that Mr. Raccoon and I uphold to be the best car on GTA Online, regardless of price. You know, it's rather highly priced, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a very fine car, and it's going to absolutely demolish the Mammoth Squaddie. Okay then, so what can one say about this particular vehicle? Is it worth it? No, it most certainly is not. You know, it underperforms in pretty much all areas, ladies and gentlemen. Frankly, I wouldn't pay $100,000 for this particular vehicle, and I would suggest that you steer well clear of it. It looks like it was created by a designer who hates form and beauty and despises the concept of eyesight itself. It has the acceleration of a legless donkey. It's about as stable as a drunk dog on roller skates, and it has all the off-road capabilities of a comatose seal. So no, ladies and gentlemen, I would say steer well clear of it. What the sodding hell, bloody raccoon set me on fire. Absolute wretched swine, right? And he hasn't killed me. Oh, hard cheese, old boy. Well, you're going to get a bullet to the face. And how about take this, Mr. Raccoon? Take this, old boy. Oh, sodding hell, bloody raccoon shot me again. Okay, well, never mind. I do hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, thank you very much for watching.